Good evening, and welcome to Tim McDonald Gymnasium and the Ed Generali Court for tonight's CIAC Division II quarterfinal matchup between the number 7 seed Staples Records and your 2 seed Holy Cross Crusaders. The CIAC and the NBL require us to maintain high standards of courtesy, fair play, and sportsmanship. We ask that you show respect towards all players, coaches, and officials. Tonight's officials are Keith D'Amato, Michael Sheehan, and Dale Johnson. At this time, to honor America and all those who defend it, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First for Staples. At guard, senior captain number 3, Charlie Honig. At guard, senior captain number 4, Cody Sale. At guard, freshman number 24, Sam Collecto. At forward, senior number 2, Ethan Coutier. And at center, senior number 12, Chris Sajak. Staples is coached by David Golsher. The Holy Cross Crusaders are led by head coach Ryan Olson. He's assisted by John Egan, Matt Alvin, Tom Hunt, and Johnny Egan. And now, the starting lineups for your Holy Cross Crusaders. At guard, 6-foot sophomore number
he's giving an interview.
Senior captain number 3,
This is gonna be sick. That.
What was the problem there?
And welcome into WWPT 90.3 FM. My name is Jason Lessing, here sitting alongside my co-host Jed Adler. And boy, you guys are in for a good one today.
Could not have asked for a better game as Staples takes on Holy Cross at Holy Cross. What an exciting game, and I mean, I'm ready to see the end result.
And you couldn't ask for a bigger matchup for Staples. Fresh off of a CIAC final loss, winning 2 games in the state tournament, this team is poised to make a run, and that is exactly what they're doing. Guys like Chris Zajac, Cody Sale, Sam Klacko are leading them to one of their first ever quarterfinals appearances. This is the Staples team we expected from the beginning of the year, and they are delivering on their goal. And
we have a battle of 2 all-stars right here. Chris Zajac and Elijah Parker, both named to the all-state team on one of the levels. I mean, this will be an entertaining game for sure. You have Elijah Parker, a guard who's very talented, and Chris Zajac, a big man. I mean, everyone listening to this broadcast has seen throughout the entire season what he can do. This will be a great one, and we tip off right now.
And Holy Cross wins the jump ball, the 2 seed here in the Class LL state tournament here. Holy Cross is a very dangerous team, keeping the ball on the top of the key. Starts the drive and kicks it out to number 2. And it's almost a turnover. They recover. And Charlie Honig is going to get called. Oh, Staples is going to force a turnover. Great job there by Charlie Honig, getting Staples the ball. Fantastic job there.
Couldn't have asked for a better starting possession. I mean, the tip looked a little early on Holy Cross's side, but Staples makes up for it. Charlie Honig gets the steal, gets a turnover, and now it's Staples' ball on the other side of the court.
Honig has ball on top of the key, gives it to Sale on the wing. Zajac coming up on top, trying to find a play. Honig looking to do something, gives it to Klacko. You can see Staples going with their consistent starting lineup as they've gone with all year. Klacko makes a move, kicks it to Zajac. Zajac going to try to put up a contested layup, and that one goes. Staples with an early 2-0 lead.
And Holy Cross running a zone, making it a little hard for Zajac to get the ball.
Fantastic move there by Elijah Parker, and that is what you should expect to see from this Holy Cross team today. He was great all season. No wonder with Holy Cross being the 2 seed, and that's exactly what you got to expect all year.
And Holy Cross coming out with a full court press early into the game. Let's see how Staples reacts to this throughout the entirety.
Honig gives it back to Kukier on the top of the key. Klacko trying to make a play. Staples figuring it out here. Holy Cross was known for running his zone throughout the regular season. Seeing what they'll do here today, it seems like they'll do just that. Honig gives it to Klacko on the wing. Pump fakes. Starts to drive in. Kicks it back to Honig on the top. Puts up a 3. And that one's just a little long. Rebound, Holy Cross.
I think they need to start hitting Klacko more on that left wing. I mean, it seems like he's pretty open. You can obviously close, but make more plays off of that.
Dane gives it to Fordham. Fordham decides to give it back to Mullins. Mullins has the ball on the left wing. Back to Dane. Back to Elijah Parker. Elijah Parker looking to make a move. Puts up a contested layup, and that one's just a little off. They're going to give the ball back to Holy Cross, and Staples is looking in confusion.
A little bit of a controversial call there. I'm not too upset at the ref. I mean, early in the game, it looked like both hands were on it. Holy Cross keeps the ball.
Holy Cross looking to do an inbound. Gets it to the corner. Sale guarding him there. Honig on the top of the key. Kugier guarding Fordham. Fordham makes a move. Starts to put up a layup, and that one's just a little off. Tipped ball. Holy Cross gets it back. Back to Parker on the 3-point line. He pump fakes. Starts to make a move. Boy, is he shifty. Another move, and that's, a missed layup by Holy Cross. 3 missed layups on that one possession.
Now, Holy Cross, if you're Holy Cross today, you have to convert that. I mean, that's essentially a wide open layup. Zajac's nowhere near you. That's a bad miss to start the game for Holy Cross.
Honig with it on the wing. Zajac on the top. Don't really see him get the ball outside the perimeter. Trying to figure out a play. Honig kicks it to Klacko. Klacko guarded by 3, Peyton Mullins. Peyton Mullins, a dangerous guard. Not really known on the, not really considered to be one of the top guys on this team, but he's been an integral part of this Holy Cross rotation. And Stables can go with their first timeout. Coach Goldshore deciding to use one early.
Seems that the 2-3 zone from Holy Cross is getting Staples a little bit of trouble getting Chris the ball. I mean, that's kind of what you would expect from a team like this, though, where, they don't really have a guy who can match up well with Zajac, and that 2-3 zone helps prevent Zajac getting the ball, and it's going to make this Staples offense have a very hard time trying to get up some good shots.
I mean, what have we seen from Staples so far today? Like, great defense on both sides of the ball. Rebounding a little bit of an issue, but they get a stop there when they needed to. But the offense just isn't really seeming to click. It seems like they're missing guys. It seems like they're missing Clacko on that left wing. Maybe they had him there a few times. Stables had an opportunity to really score and wasn't able to convert. Still 2-2, 3 minutes into the game. If you're just joining us now, we on WWPT 90.3 FM. This is a quarterfinals of the state tournament, Class LL. It's 2-2 here with 5:20 to go as Stables has the ball. Cody Sale with it on the left wing. Gives it back to Gavin Rothenberg, who just checked in alongside Adam Udell. Trying to figure out a play. The defense still really holding up here for Holy Cross. Kook here with it on the wing. Trying to make a move, starts to drive and kicks it to Rothenberg, who tips it to Adam. Adam drives in, kicks it back out, and it goes right through Rothenberg's leg. That's going to be Holy Cross ball.
And I mean, we've seen it all season. Zones cause Staples problems. When we can't get Chris the ball, we start having some troubles on our offense, trying to get up our good shots, trying to get our right passes. And this is going to be something Staples is going to have to overcome. And it's going to be adversity that they're going to have to fight through all game.
100%. Elijah Parker here, guarded by Cook here, swings it to the corner. Fordham puts up a three, and that one goes. 5-2 lead, Holy Cross here. Only 3 minutes into the first quarter.
Now the cross pass, I mean, it's not something you see a lot. It's risky, but Zajac's so far in, and you're just going to give Fordham that open shot.
Holy Cross going with a very surprising opening of first quarter defensive tactic, playing full court press the whole way through. Swings it to Rothenberg in the corner. Rothenberg for three. That one goes. 5-5. Stables tying it right back up. Only 4 minutes into the first quarter.
Now for Stables, the big thing for them is really going to be, can they keep hitting those threes?
Holy Cross drives in, and that one goes. Peyton Mullins with a great layup there. Those contested layups, they're having a little bit of trouble, but you know what? They're getting them off. That's a great shot there by Mullins.
And I love this Holy Cross defense that's coming out. I mean, it's giving Staples troubles, and I mean, it's working for them. Staples needs to find a more effective way to get the ball into their half court and get their half court sets going.
A little miscommunication there by Staples. Adam Udell with the turnover. Holy Cross gets it back up 2. Mullins taking the ball up, gets it to Parker. Parker swings in, goes up for a layup, and Chris Zajac with a block. Rebound Parker though. Gets it back out to the top of the key. Fordham starts to drive in, foul on the floor. That shot's not going to count.
I mean, it's just so obvious how shifty Elijah Parker is. I mean, we see it inside. Obviously, 6'8" Chris Zajac, you can get that block, but Parker will be doing some cooking today. I can feel it.
Basketball's always going to be one of those sports where the eye test always works. You can usually see how valuable a player is to the team just in the way they move, and that's already being demonstrated today with Parker. Deron Fordham has the ball. Gets a screen to the left, goes right, starts to drive in on Rothenberg, puts up a layup. That one's off just a little too hard. Zajac with the rebound. Adam Udell gives it to Gavin, swings it to Cody in the right wing, and that one's up, and that's good! Stables retaking the lead 8-7 here. Cody Sale knocking one in from downtown.
And a deep three from Sale. I mean, if he can stay hot this whole game, he'll be electric for the Staples offense.
Something we've seen from Staples all year is the games where Cody Sale is shooting well, Staples wins. So that's exactly what you want to see in the first quarter. Fordham with another contested layup. That one's off. Great defense by Zajac, but they get the putback and retake the lead at 9-8.
Great job from Chris, staying up tall, making sure that he doesn't draw the foul. Unfortunately, second chance points, that's what I always talk about, and Holy Cross got one.
Full court pass by Adam Udell to Cody Sale. Cody makes the layup 10-9, and they're going right back. Holy Cross with a contested layup. Missed. Rebound Elijah Parker. He's trying to put up a layup, and he gets it to go, retaking the lead. Wow, this game is going back and forth already.
Very fast paced. I mean, unfortunately, Holy Cross gets 2 second chance points from Staples right there. I mean, if you just need to get that defensive rebound if you're Chris.
Coach Goldshore going with a very bold play here in the first quarter. Mason Tobias, the freshman, who doesn't get a lot of minutes, already out here. Adam Udell getting clamped on the top. Gives it to Cody on the wing. Zajac trying to set a screen. Gavin Rothenberg on the left wing puts it up, and that one, he airballs that one.
A little too deep for Gavin, but they'll come back at it next time.
Holy Cross has the ball. Fordham swings it to Mullins in the corner. who gives it back to Parker on the top. Udell guarding him out there. We know how great he is defensively. Gives it down low, and they make that one. Deron Fordham making yet another shot. Is he going to be dangerous today? Gavin gives it back to Cody. Cody puts up a layup, and that one goes. The full court press not really working out for Holy Cross. Yes, sometimes they're going to get stops, but other times that's going to be another mistake yet again.
Cody was 7 straight for Staples, really leading this offense in the first.
Parker taking it up, communicating with his offense, trying to figure out what to do. Gets it down low, swings it to the corner. 11 puts it up. That one's just a little off. Zach Blash. Apologies for the mispronunciation. Rothenberg has it in the corner. Gives it to Zajac down low. Zajac back to Rothenberg. And they're going to call Zajac out of bounds there. A bad turnover there in a situation where they're only down 1.
And I mean, this Holy Cross offense, I feel like they always have a hole open. I feel like no matter what, they always have someone open, and Staples is running all over the place. And so far, it's working out. It's working for Staples, only down 1. But throughout the entirety of the game, if that continues, it's not looking great for Staples.
Parker gives it to Fordham in the corner. Parker guarded by Charlie, just checked in, back with alongside Sam Klacko. Freshman Mason Tobias still out there. Rothenberg guarding Fordham in the corner. Parker back on top, looking to make a move. Zajac helping him. Tip ball by Sam Klacko. That's a steal for Staples. Klacko trying to give it to Rothenberg. Great job there by Staples. Honing has it, gives it to Zajac down low. Zajac puts up a layup, and that one goes as you hear the Staples crowd erupt.
And with 2 on him, Zajac is going to need that left hook to be falling all game.
Holy Cross has it here in the quarter. Fordham has it down there. He's been living in that right corner a lot. Starts to drive and gives it to 14. 14 puts up a layup, and that one goes. Number 14, Kevin Matisse, apologies on pronunciation, retaking the lead for Holy Cross, 15-14.
See what I'm saying? On the baseline, it just seems like one person is always open for Holy Cross on offense.
Swings it to Rothenberg in the left corner, and that one's up just a little bit off. Great pass there by Staples. Rothenberg just unable to connect. Rebound Holy Cross. Parker takes it across half court. Looking to make a move with Zajac guarding him on top of the key. Fordham has it, 3 seconds left, puts up a 3, that one's just a little off, and that's going to conclude the first quarter of the quarterfinals of the Class LL State Tournament, 15-14 Holy Cross, and we are in for a treat today, guys.
Now let's reflect on that first quarter real quick. I mean, it seems that Holy Cross's full court press, obviously Cody has gotten 2 fast break layups off of that, but their full court press is looking pretty decent. You know, they're getting a lot of stops. They're making Staples forced to make quick passes, which can result in some bad passes, not thinking enough. You know, Holy Cross is moving offensively for Holy Cross. It seems like they always have a guy open. They're running 3 men on the baseline, both 2 in the corner, 1 there. It seems like no matter what, somewhere throughout the play, someone is open and Staples is running all around, all over the place. But Staples only down 1, still in this game. Offensively, they've been hitting their shots. They've hit 2 threes already. Cody has his buckets. And defensively, I mean, without those second chance opportunities, with a few more rebounds, Staples is up in this game. So it's looking good from both sides.
Definitely looking good on both sides. I mean, both teams didn't really come out with the best performance you'd expect to see from a 2-7 seed in the first quarter. But you know what? They were perfectly evened, knotted up at 15-14. And Staples, you know what? They have a lot to work on. Knowing now that Holy Cross is going to come out with a full court press probably throughout most of this game, they're going to need to take advantage of those long transition buckets. Getting guys like Cody Sale, Gavin Rothenberg, who are great at leaking. Those guys are going to have to step up and take advantage of that today.
Absolutely, and you know, one other thing is just making sure when you're getting the ball over, no turnovers on your side of the court. Once you get to the other side, if you make a bad pass, it's whatever, but make sure you get it over half court.
We're back here in the second quarter of the quarterfinal state match as Klacko puts up a 3, and that one gets caught in the rim. You don't really see that in a basketball game often.
First time I've ever seen that in a high school game. I mean, maybe it's the gym.
Maybe. Hopefully, maybe we'll see it again today. But you know what? I love when Klacko's not afraid to shoot. Those are the types of plays where Sam Klacko taking an uncontested 3 is always a high percentage shot. So love to see it from Staples coming out swinging here early in the second quarter.
Exactly, and I mean, he's so young, and for him to have that type of confidence at this age, it just shows how good he's going to be in the future.
Holy Cross with the ball. Fordham back in that right corner. Swings it to Parker, who swings it back to number 13, Jordan Gunthrop, his first time checking into the game. Fordham has the ball, swings it to Gunthrop on the left wing. Klacko guarding him. Back to the left corner. Gunthrop has it. Parker giving it to number 14, Kevin Matisse. Parker makes a move by Honig, puts up a contested layup, and that one goes. Great bucket by Parker. He is so shifty.
Very shifty, and he's big too. He's a big guard for Connecticut basketball. I mean, usually people over 6 foot, more forwards and whatever, and he's around 6 foot, maybe 6'1", and when you're that big, you can make plays.
Honig drives in, puts up a layup. That one's good. What a beautiful finish from Charlie Honig.
Honig with a little jelly to get that left reverse going.
It's going to be a big bucket here with 6:45 on the clock in the second. Holy Cross going with a new lineup we haven't seen with guys like Kevin Matisse, who we named a little bit in the first quarter. Jordan Gumthrop and number 23, Kyle Lombardi, as they put up a deep three. That one's off. Rebound, Holy Cross. Fordham puts it up. That one's off again. Cody Sale with the rebound. Cody looking to make a move, playing fast in half court.
And that shot just shows how confident Elijah Parker is in his ability.
Staples trying to make something. Klacko gives it to Zajac down low. Zajac looking for Honig. Honig good looking to do something. Starts the drive and puts up a midi. That one's just a little long. And he slaps his hands in frustration. Knew he should have hit that one. (17-16). 6 on the clock in the second quarter. Both these teams are going back and forth like nothing. Parker drives in, puts up a layup. No charge call, but missed by Parker. Staples with the rebound. Honig gives it, Sale gives it to Honig. Honig to Klacko. Klacko for 3. That one's just a little off. Rebound by Zajac. And they're going to call a foul on Holy Cross on the floor. Zajac with a great rebound there. It's once again a great opportunity for Staples. They didn't capitalize again, but you know what? You're going to live with that shot day in and day out.
And it seems the refs are letting a little bit more contact than what we normally see. It's not too much, but that call, I mean, it didn't really necessarily look like a charge, but I feel like most refs would have called something right there.
Staples going for an inbound play. I feel like on every single game we've watched, they always have a great inbound play to Cody Sale. Let's see if we can see it again.
At least once a game, you'll just find a wide open, butt naked Cody Sale right under the basket for the easiest 2 points of his life.
Refs talking a little bit here. If you're just tuning in now, this is WWPT 90.3 FM. I'm Jason, sitting alongside Jet Adler here in the state quarterfinals game. Staples, the 7 seed, taking on Holy Cross on the road. Adam gives it to Klacko on the right wing. Klacko has it. Gives it to Smitty, who's his first time checking in today. Caleb Smith has it in the corner. Gives it to Zajac down low, who drops the ball. Holy Cross has it. Bad turnover there by Zajac.
Holy Cross moves on defense. I mean, it's very hard for this Staples offense to get a good-looking pass going.
Parker drives in, kicks it back out to Joe Dane. We haven't seen him in a minute as he's trying to draw up a play with Zajac guarding him here on the top of the left wing. Dane gives it to Mullins. Mullins trying to draw up a call for a play. Adam Udell with a tip out of bounds. They're going to give that back to Holy Cross, but great job by Adam. Now you can see so clearly while watching him why he's considered one of the best defenders on this team.
I was tracking him that possession. I mean, at first, he denies Elijah from getting the ball. Then he waits back, tries to bait the pass and get the steal. Great defensive play from Adam.
Holy Cross gets it in to Parker. Adam Udell with a tip out, has it on the loose on the ground. And they're going to give it to Staples ball. What a fantastic play by Adam Udell.
2 back-to-back, amazing high defensive IQ plays from Adam Udell. Coming this early in the game on a player of that caliber, of Elijah's caliber, I mean, it's just great to see from Adam.
Second quarter been a little bit slower. Only 2 field goals made here in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter. Staples going with the lineup of Adam Udell, Sam Klacko, Zajac, Caleb Smith, and Cody Sale. Klacko puts up a 3 and that one falls. Staples coming right back here, retaking the lead for the first time in the second quarter. Cross has it, gives it to Dane. Dane back to Mullins. Mullins puts up a deep 3. That one's just a little long. Rebound Sam Klacko. Gives it to Caleb Smith in transition. Caleb Smith going up, and they're going to call a foul on Holy Cross in transition. What a great job there by Sam Klacko with the rebound and the pass to Smith.
I mean, it's crazy to see Klacko at such a young age come in here. I mean, this is the semifinals, and you're in here as a freshman, booming threes, making great plays, great passes. Like, it's great to see from Sam Klacko.
Adam going to pass it in here. Staples with a 2-point lead. Gives it to Zajac on the top. Every time Zajac has the ball, he gets doubled. Every time. You can see players are drawn to him, even on the top of the perimeter.
I mean, how could you not? I mean, he's 6'8". He can move.
Sale puts up a deep three and bangs that one as he throws 3 fingers into the air. Staples with back-to-back threes here and now extending their lead to 5 points for the first time today.
And this is exactly how Staples can win the game, by hitting their threes, by booming from all outside the perimeter. That's how they win.
And Staples going to get called there. Foul on Fordham. That's going to be a great job by Cody Sale as Staples is now making a little bit of a momentum change.
And Cody's showing his impact very early in this game. Already has 10-plus points, multiple stops, multiple great passes, multiple great plays. I mean, he's just showing how terrific of a player he is.
Exactly. Cody Sale's known for his offensive side of the game. I mean, we know he was voted, he's one of the finalists for Rudin Report Player of the Week. And because of his offense, he always puts up consistent, he averaged about 12 on the year. He had a great start to the year, a little bit of a cold stretch midway through, but he's really turned it on here in the state playoffs. But the unknown part of his game is really his defense. Always steps up in the big moment when they need to. One of the reasons why Gold Shore has a really tough time taking him out of this lineup, because he's just so valuable on both sides of the floor, really making danger, really starting off this game great offensively, though, already with 10 points.
And I mean, if him and Sam can keep hitting their threes, that will allow Staples to keep having this lead and maybe even grow it.
Staples going to go with the same lineup of Klacko, Caleb Smith, Adam Udell, Chris Zajac, and Cody Sale, rivaling Holy Cross's lineup of Elijah Parker, Joe Dan, Fordham, and yeah. Cody Sale has it in the corner, swings it to Klacko on the other one. Back to Smith down low. Zajac puts up a layup, and that one's good. What a beautiful play from Staples there.
A wild shot. He jumped before he could even see the rim and still had it managed to go in.
Mullins has it on top of the key, guarded by Sale. Gives it to Dane, who's trying to get it to Parker. Dane looking to make a move, swings it to Fordham. Fordham starts to drive down low, puts up a layup, and the Staples is getting a charge call. What a great job there by Christopher Zajac.
And we've seen that play so many times this game. Fordham in the corner, pump fake, tries to drive baseline. Chris comes in, and this time he finally can draw the charge. Other times he's gotten his hands up, no fouls. But the adapt from Chris coming over, drawing that charge, huge play from Staples.
Holy Cross still running with a full court press. Swings it to Cody down low, who gives it back to Clark on the other corner, puts up a three, and that one's good. Staples extending their lead 27-17, and they are on a roll, folks.
And this Staples offense is on fire. They cannot miss right now.
Parker has it. Staples getting really loud on the bench. Trying to make a play here. Guarded by Klacko. Gives it to 14. Number 14, Kevin Matisse, gives it back to Parker. Parker pump fakes a three. Starts to drive in. Looking to make a move, puts up a contested layup, and that one's off. Nothing is falling for him right now, and the energy is all in Staples' court. Chris Zajac screaming as Staples is leading 27-17 here with 3 in the second quarter to go.
And you can see the emotions from the Staples players. I mean, the bench is up. Chris is showing his emotion on the court, screaming. Everything's going right for Staples right now.
Klacko gives it to Udell. Udell holding it on the top of the perimeter. Looking to make a play here. Zajac calling for someone on the top. Klacko guarded by 11. Staples still running the same lineup. Cody Sale pump faking a three. Gives it back to Udell. Back to Zajac. Top of the key. Really working this top of the perimeter. Trying to find an open man. Holy Cross still going to run with their zone.
And now Staples with a 10-point lead. I mean, they can take their time, find the shot that they want to take, and not be forced into something by Holy Cross.
Udell guarded by Zach Walsh on the top. And it's going to be a kicked ball by Holy Cross. It's going to be Staples' ball back here on the other side of the court.
And I like the play. I like the play from Gold Shore. Take your time. Don't do anything until you have something you like. You're in no rush. You're up 10. 27-17 with 2 minutes left. There's no need to take a bad shot right here. Just do what you do and find the shot that you want.
Adam Udell has it, trying to get across half court. 2 on the clock here in the first half. That ball's going to be tipped. Holy Cross ball in transition. Fordham puts up a layup, and that one's good. That's going to be a big bucket for Holy Cross, getting the ball and stealing the momentum right back.
And it seemed like Adam tripped or hit a player on the...
And one. Yeah, didn't even realize. Fordham is going to the line as he's attempting to convert an and one here.
I did not see a foul on that shot. I don't know about you.
I don't even know who was called on, to be honest.
I mean, I think Zajac and Smitty were near him, but both of them did not seem like they made contact.
just a little long. That free throw is Staples is still up 27-19. Adam Udell takes the ball across half court, looking to make a play here. Gets a screen from Smitty. Gives it to Zajac down low. Zajac has it. Gives it to Smith. Smith puts up a shot, and they're going to call a foul on Holy Cross on the floor. Staples is going to retain possession here.
An excellent pass from Zajac. I mean, behind his head, he knows Smitty's coming in, cutting in behind him. Makes a Jokic type of pass. Great play.
Udell going to end down the ball here again. Staples running with the same lineup they've gone to the second quarter. Sale has the ball in the corner. Doesn't take the shot. Takes it back out to the top. Udell has a man. Gets by. Gives it back to Smith. Smith looking to get to Zajac down low. It's very physical down there, and they're going to call foul on Holy Cross. Zajac nods his head in agreement. Definitely a foul down there.
5 fouls already for Holy Cross. I mean, that will put them in the bonus very soon.
Zajac has it now. Top of the key. Guarded by 11, Zach Blush. Klacko puts up a three, and that one's just a little off. Rebound, Joe Dana, Holy Cross. Elijah Parker now has it in transition. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Holy Cross ball.
Klacko trying to give his best Klay Thompson impression on that pump fake three. Couldn't convert, though.
Dane's going to take it out of bounds. Gets it into Elijah Parker. Guarded by Udell. Trying to make a move here. Swings it back out to Mullins, who's going to get tipped out of bounds by Sam Klacko. Staples seems to be everywhere on defense today.
Seems Staples is running a 3-2 zone. Zajac at the top.
Mullins has it in the top of the left wing. Swings it back to Zach. Zach back to Mullins. Parker has it. Back to Zach. Zach starts to drive and kicks it down low, and they're going to take it out again. Zach has it in the corner. Gives it to Parker. Parker looking to make a move here. Zajac doing a tremendous job guarding him today. Hasn't really been able to get it going, scoring. 45 left on the clock. Mullins back to the corner. Mullins back to Parker. Parker has it in the top of the key. Trying to make a move here. Swings it to Mullins. They really cannot get anything here.
Zajac's length is just suffocating the middle of this court.
Parker starts to drive in. Swings it to Zach in the corner. Zach puts up a three. That one's just a little off. Rebound, Holy Cross. Parker starts to drive in. Tries to make a move. Puts up another layup. And that one's good. What a beautiful move finish there.
And the offhand switch. A little scoop. Tries to, finesse that under. But, on that defensive play, you just see the impact of having someone who is 6'8" in the middle of the floor. It's almost impossible to make a play.
Staples can conundrum here. Klacko puts up a shot. That one's a little off. And there's going to be 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Staples ball going to get an opportunity to try to make a shot here.
I want to screen for Klacko right here, give him the ball, and let him try and take a three.
I don't even know what happened on that last play. It seemed as if the ball was out of bounds. Cody Sale was pointing as if it was, and then the whole rest of the play was just complete chaos. 0.7 seconds left. 27-21 Staples. Staples trying to get a shot off before we go to halftime.
If the ball's not going to Zajac right here, it better be going to Klacko to get off a quick shot. He has the fastest release on this team.
Udell has it out of bounds. See what Staples can do here. Adam passes into Zajac. Zajac puts up a shot, and that one's just a little off. Honestly, a good look there. Something you'd want to see from a guy like Zajac that close. But you know what? Staples is going to enter halftime up 27-21. That was a good first half.
A great first half. Staples only up 6 after having a 10-point lead earlier in the quarter. Now, I want to ask you a few questions. On Staples' side, actually, we'll go both teams. Who do you think is the one X factor for both these teams coming into the second half?
I think we've seen who the X factor is for Holy Cross. Yes, they're down 27-21, and this guy isn't having the best performance. But if they're going to come out with a win today, Elijah Parker is definitely the guy that needs to get going. We know how shifty he is. We know how talented he is on the offensive side. But he really hasn't been able to put the ball in the basket. Chris Zajac doing a fantastic job on the defensive end, and the whole Staples team is just really clicking, not really allowing any easy shots today. I couldn't be more impressed on the defensive side.
Absolutely. And, I'm actually going to disagree with you. I have a different player in mind. From Holy Cross, I think it's Fordham. I think, he's been having a lot of opportunities, a lot of plays, and he's converted on some of them, but not all of them. But I think that if he can really start getting the ball in the basket more on some of his opportunities, that it would be a great chance for Holy Cross to come back into this game and potentially take the lead. And on Staples' side of the ball, I mean, of course you have Chris, but I think really I'd say it's two players. I think it's Sam Klacko and Cody Sale. And I'll throw in Gavin Rothenberg. If they can go out there and hit their threes, which is an essential part of this Staples offense. I mean, it's really threes and Zajac layups, and sometimes Cody Sale going in too. I think that if these three guys can start hitting their shots, more specifically Klacko and Cody Sale, if they can continue hitting their shots from the outside, it will give Staples this win.
I mean, I feel like with Staples, every single day, the most important player of that game changes. Obviously, you're going to get an MVP like Chris, dominating on the floor, constantly being a force on the offensive and defensive sides. But as we've seen throughout the year, it's always important to get guys like Sam Klacko, Cody Sale, Gavin Rothenberg, Charlie Honig, Adam Udell. Those guys take turns stepping up to be the man of the day, and that's exactly what we're getting. Cody Sale, 10 points in the first half of kind of a low-scoring first half in this one. Only 21 and 27 points for both teams. And so you just love to see it from Cody, who had a little bit of a slow stretch, but has really dominated the state tournament.
Yeah, since the state tournament started, I think he had 19 last week in their last victory. And I mean, it's kind of surprising. Staples is up 6, and we haven't seen that much of Zajac on the offensive side. I think he has 6 points right now off three left hooks. I mean, but he's still showing his impact defensively. We saw in that last defensive possession, when he's in the middle, he's just so long. They couldn't get across. They couldn't get a good pass across. And offensively, I mean, you still have to double him every single time, no matter what, or else those lefty hooks are going to start going in like butter.
Something I feel like we always fail to mention on the broadcast is how important Zajac actually is, not just for offense, not just for defense, but rebounding. Where would this team be without him as a rebounder? He gets credited for being one of the best guys in the FCIAC in general, but it's also failed to mention that he averages about 15 rebounds on the season. I mean, and that's what we've seen from him today. On those stops, on those contested layups when they go up, Zajac is always coming down with the rebound, looking for that outlet pass. He's just done a tremendous job so far, and I'm excited to see what he brings to the table for the next half.
Exactly. And, without him, Holy Cross would have a ton more second chance opportunities right now without Chris on the defensive glass. And even on the offensive board, Zajac is still down there trying to get Staples those second chance opportunities, and just being a big body on that side. But I want to switch our attention to Holy Cross. What do you think Holy Cross should do in this second half, either coaching adjustment or just on the floor? What should they change in order to take this lead?
I've actually really liked their game plan so far. I mean, I love the boldness of full court press. It really confused Staples a little early on in the first quarter. Yeah, they had some mistakes, but I think that's what you got to do against a team like Staples. I mean, you don't get guys like Chris Zajac in the CIAC. You don't really have them. So Staples having a guy like that really makes them a dangerous team. So going out with something really bold has been really surprising, and I think works pretty well. I would stick with that. And honestly, even on the offensive end, I think you got to keep riding with the same type of thing. Elijah Parker has been missing some shots, hasn't just been taking bad ones, he's just been missing them. So I'm going to keep riding with my same offensive game plan, trusting my star players, hope he gets the job done in the second half.
I agree. I think against a team like Staples, running a zone and running a full court press is something that has worked pretty effectively against Staples the entire year. It's just that in this particular game, Staples, they're hitting their shots on the outside, and that's not something that they would do every single game. So the game plan to start having the zone, denying Zajac the ball, and making sure you have two guys coming over to him, and then hoping that he hits it out to the perimeter and they just miss. I like that game plan, but right now Staples just hitting, but I don't think you should switch anything up. Keep going if you're Holy Cross, and just hope that Staples starts not hitting those shots. And offensively, I think the exact same thing. Keep doing what you're doing and just hope you start hitting more shots. They've had a ton of missed layups, a ton of opportunities where they should have converted and could have easily converted and just did not get the basket to fall. And I think that honestly they should not switch anything up and just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, totally agree, Jet. So looking at the second half, we have about 4 minutes left until we come back out for the next half. What type of lineup, if you're let's say you're Coach Golcher, what's the kind of lineup you're coming out with to really get ahead and take advantage of the second half?
I mean, obviously, it seems pretty obvious that right now Zajac is on the floor for 32 minutes. Klacko's probably going to be on the floor for 32, maybe 30 minutes. Cody Sale will be on the floor for 30, 32 minutes. So I think those three guys have to be in pretty much the entire game. And then besides that, I think to start, honestly, I would go maybe with Charlie Honig just to get a little offense starting, and then maybe Gavin Rothenberg have another shooter out there. And then from there, you keep doing your normal subs. You bring in Adam, you'll bring in Smitty, you'll bring in Kook, and you just have to hope that people keep hitting shots, and that you need to make sure you have a ball handler out there at all times to make sure that this offense is flowing, the ball is moving, because with the way that Holy Cross is playing their defense, you can't afford to make a mistake. You have to make quick passes, and you have to make good passes. And right now, that's what Staples is doing, and they can't let up.
Yeah, 100%. I'm actually going to go with a little bit of a different lineup, though. I'm going to stick with Coach Goldshore and come out with the exact same lineup I ran for the second quarter. I mean, we saw the kind of run Staples went on, going up 27-17. Adam Udell really clicking with Sam Klacko. I mean, those two guys are going to be so dangerous in future years for Staples, which really makes the future of this program look so bright. But yeah, I'm going to come out with Adam Udell, Sam Klacko, Caleb Smith, Chris Zajac, and Cody Sell. I mean, we saw what they really can do. The chemistry has been there. All those guys delivering on the floor, and I stick with what works.
And I mean, we've both heard it all season how good of a defender Adam is. But I feel like in this game in particular, he is showing how good he is at defense. I mean, against a dude like Elijah Parker, All-State, you know he's a bucket. He's so shifty. Probably one of the shiftiest guys they've played since they played Mackay Coleman at Newtown. And Adam is out there giving him the work on defense and making him work for these tough buckets. He's showing his work in this game.
If you're just tuning in here, my name is Jason Lassing, sitting alongside Jet Adler. We're at halftime of a Staples versus Holy Cross state quarterfinal game. We're going to take a minute break. We'll be back in just a minute.
I was about to say. The production from Staples, and I want to keep seeing Holy Cross with this game plan, playing their defense, full court trap, and it's going to make for an entertaining second half.
And if you tuned into what I thought was a beautiful halftime show, Jet actually made the prediction that Staples was going to come back out with their starting lineup, and Coach Goldshore has decided to do just that.
See, I know ball. I said the starting lineup, I know ball.
I got you. Charlie Honig back out there with Sam Klacko, Ethan Kukier, Cody Sale, and Chris Zajac. Holy Cross going out with their starting lineup as well. Honig guarding Parker on the top of the key. Gives it to Mullins in the right wing. Klacko guarding him down there. Switching on the screen. Honig guarding Mullins. Swings it down low. Klacko with a steal. Staples has it in transition. Gives it back to Honig. Who Parker steals it from Honig. And Parker's going to put up a contested layup. That one goes. Great job there recovering Elijah Parker.
Great play from Elijah Parker. Getting Honig on his blind side. He couldn't see him coming in. Snatched that right from him and got that layup.
Honig gives it to Klacko. Klacko looking to make a move, trying to kick it out to someone else. He's got a bit of confusion. And Holy Cross with the steal, going in transition, puts up a layup, and that one's off. Rebound, Cody Sell. Charlie Honig has it now. In transition, trying to make a move. Gives it to Kukier, who gives it back to Zajac for three. And that one's just a little off long. Kukier with a big rebound.
And I'm telling you, man, when Cookie's in the game, he gets the biggest boards for Staples. He makes the most important plays, gets us the best second chance opportunities.
4-point game here at Staples, 27-23. 7 on the clock in the third quarter. Sale guarded by Parker. Gives it to Kukier. Back to Sale. Kukier in the corner, trying to make a move. Starts to drive in and has the ball. Holy Cross has him tied up, and it's going to be Staples' ball here on the jump ball.
I wish high school did real jump balls.
Yeah, real jump. I feel like there's always so much confusion with whether or not it's like their turn or which turn it is, and it's so unfortunate with the timing of each team.
I mean, I'm a little biased because we do have a 6'9" Chris Zajac, but still, it would just make the game more entertaining. Same with the shot clock too.
Honig switching out with Adam Udell. Udell inbounding it. Gives it to Klacko on the right wing. Gives it back to Udell in the corner. Udell trying to make a move here. Only one man guarding him. Starts to drive in. Swings it to Kukier in the corner. Sail over in the wing. Puts up a three. And that was just a little off. Rebound, Joe Dane. Dane has it. Kukier picking him up at half court. Sail with a tip out. But Holy Cross gets it back and they lose it. Puts up a three in the corner. And that was just a little off. Rebound, Chris Zajac. Adam Udell has it, 6:20 on the clock, looking to make a move with Parker guarding him. Starts to drive and gives it to Kukier. Kukier looking to make a move. Udell has it. Trying to kick it out to someone else. And Holy Cross is just tying them up yet again. Foul called on Holy Cross.
Both these teams playing very scrappy right now.
Staples just keeps getting trapped down low. Nothing really seeming to work here so far in these first 2 minutes as Rothenberg checks in, switching out with Sam Klacko.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of walking into it, getting stuck a little bit.
Udell gives it to Zajac. Zajac starts to drive in and loses it. Parker with the steal. Parker driving in transition. Has Rothenberg picking him up. Tries to make a move. Puts up a layup, and that one's off. But he gets his rebound. Puts it up and gets an and one. Elijah Parker, 25-27 with a chance to put the Holy Cross only down by one.
And this Staples offense, they could not get anything going right now. I mean, that was a good pass to Chris on the inside, but it looked like he wasn't really expecting it. He lost the ball off the dribble. Staples needs to get something working for their offense.
And what did I say? Elijah Parker, this is the guy you're going to keep turning to. You're trusting your star players that he can really make things work as he gets this free throw to go. 1 for 2 from the line today. Kukier inbounds that to Zajac. Still running with a full court press. Udell makes a move, gets across half court. Gives it to Sale in the corner. Picked up by Zach. Zach getting guarded by Zach guarding Sale, trying to make a move. Gets it to Zajac on the top of the key, and they are playing such physical defense.
They're really pressing up on Staples. A little change in the defensive game plan here.
Udell gets by Parker, gives it back to Kukier, swings it to Sale in the corner. Sale pump fakes, gives it back to Kukier on the top of the key. Staples can't get a shot off. Rothenberg for three, and that was just a little off. Rebound, Elijah Parker. Full court pass to Joe Dane. Joe Dane with a little contact, blocked by Rothenberg. Staples keeps the ball. 27-26, 5 minutes on the clock. Udell getting picked up at half court by Parker. Staples trying to get the ball to Rothenberg. Rothenberg has it, picked up by Mullins. Sale with it in the corner. Dane guarding him. Sale makes a move to the right. Starts driving in and steal by Parker. Throws it off the feet of Udell. And that's going to be
jump ball. I think it's Holy Cross's ball.
Coach Goldshore yelling at Staples' ball. Still no signal yet.
Still unclear whose ball it is.
They're going to go jump ball, which means it's Holy Cross's ball now. 27-26, 4:55 on the clock. Staples is yet to score here in the second half. Parker working with Mullins in the left wing. Rothenberg picking him up. Swings it back to Parker for three. And that one's off the right. He has been unable to shoot from the perimeter today. Staples is going to get the ball back.
Staples needs a bucket here. I mean, you can't let them go on this big of a run and go unanswered. You need to answer right here and get a bucket.
Parker picking up Udell full court. Udell starts to drive in, gives it to Zajac on the free throw line. Zajac trying to make a move down low, puts up a shot, and they're going to call foul. Holy Cross. Zajac to the line, 2 shots.
It just seems that Staples' spacing right now is just very, very weird. I mean, it just feels like no matter where they run into a double and then no one's open. I think that Staples needs to space it out a little more.
I mean, we know there's kryptonite. Their zone has been the kryptonite of the Staples team all season. Not being able to work with Zajac as he connects on his first free throw. Not being able to work with him down low in the post. That's such a big part of their offense, has really hurt them. But today, making it work. Up 28-26 here in the third. Zajac makes his second free throw, extending Staples' lead to 3 points. Parker and Mullins looking to respond here. Mullins gives it to Parker, guarded by Rothenberg. Back to Mullins, back to Zach in the corner. Gives it back to Mullins, who's picked up by Smith. Parker has it on the top of the key. Mullins to the corner. And they're going to throw it off Adam Udell. Yet another tip out for the Staples defense.
Adam getting a little athletic and acrobatic with that little kickball violation.
Mullins going to inbound it. Looking to get it. Oh, Fordham. This is the first time we've seen him really have the ball in the second half. Guarded by Smith. Looks to make a move to the left side. Gets it to Mullins. Mullins puts up a 3. That's a foul. The shot is no good, but that's going to be 3 shots for Peyton Mullins with a chance to tie this one up at 29. That is a bad mistake by Staples.
Yeah, Smitty, I think, just ran in a little too fast. Couldn't stop himself in time. Hit him on the 3. Good foul call, but bad, terrible call. Mistake from Staples.
Staples still going with a lineup of Adam Udell, Zajac, Rothenberg, Smith, and Sale. Sale is yet to score here in the second half after such an explosive first half. Mullins connects on the first one. Jet, what have you seen from Staples that's really making their offense not click so far in these first 4 minutes?
I mean, I haven't really seen much because it's just going really fast, but it seems that the spacing is kind of just off. That no one's really getting open. I don't know, not that much movement. Every time they make a pass, it just seems like they're getting countered right away. Someone on them. Also, Holy Cross is playing a different type of defense, much more physical this time, pressing up a lot more, trying to make Staples make a mistake, which we've seen a lot of times. I think Elijah Parker has 2 or 3 steals in this half already.
Mullins connects on his third free throw, tying this one up at 29-29. Mason Tobias checks into the game for the junior Caleb Smith. Udell picked up by Parker at half court. Gets it to Sale. Sale looking to make a move. Swings it to Tobias for 3. Pump fake, starts to drive in. And they're going to get a charge call on Tobias. Great job there by Fordham, selling the call, getting the ball right back for Holy Cross as they look to completely take the momentum back.
Yeah, and Staples just really cannot get anything going on this offensive side. I mean, they need a few good looks to end this third quarter, or else it seems like Holy Cross might take this game.
Mullins has it, picked up by Rothenberg at half court. 3:40 on the clock. Trying to call for a screen up top. Gives it to Parker. Picked up by Udell. Looks to make a move. Driving in. Swings it to Fordham in the corner. Drives in past Tobias. Who gives it back to Mullins. Back to Parker. No shot off. Starts to drive in. Puts up a layup. And that one's good. A great job there by Holy Cross. Waiting for the right shot. Parker finishing the layup. Taking their first lead of the second half. 31-29. Parker picks up Udell. Gives it to Cody on the right wing. Cody looking to make a move. Gives it to Tobias. Udell picked up by Parker, and Parker's going to tip it out. He has been everywhere for this team on both the offensive and defensive end, really stepping up in the second half.
And I like the substitution of Tobias for Klacko. Get another shooter in there. With 3 shooters on the floor for Staples, I think this will open up a lot for their offense.
Honig checking into the game for Udell. Honig's going to inbound this one. Gets it to Zajac on the free throw line. Zajac looking to drive in, puts up a layup, and that one's good. Zajac connects yet again. He does not miss that left hook.
when there's just one man on Zajac, it's almost impossible to stop him. If you let him get to that left hand, it's over.
And he's always looking to get to that left hand, and always manages to find a way to do it. With this game tied up at 31-31. Mullins gets a screen, swings it to the corner, puts up a three. That one's off from Cross yet again, but rebound blocked by Zajac. Honig with the rebound. Honig gets it to Klacko. Staples playing fast here. Gives it to Rothenberg. Zajac back down low. Zajac looking to get to that left as he loses it, but he grabs the ball right back. That's going to be jump ball. Staples retains possession.
Dog pile on the floor. Zajac on that last play came out of nowhere to get that block.
As you can hear the Holy Cross student section really come alive. Unfortunate that this game is really so far from Staples, as there are actually no fans here from the students today. But you know what? The parents always seem to find a way to step up. Guys like Mike Honig, Andy Sell, always in the crowd and always making noise. And you know, that's what you love to see from the parents, always there cheering on their kids. And you know what? They're a real important part as to why Staples is in this game 31-31.
Absolutely. You know, unfortunately, Charlie Wheeler, our Superfans captain, couldn't get a lot of fans out here, but me and you are here to show support for this team.
I mean, what games aren't we at?
Yeah.
Every game this year, it doesn't matter the distance. Seems like we always find a way to get there. And I couldn't be more happy that we're here today with this quarterfinals game tied up at 31. 2:27 on the clock in the third quarter. Staples going to keep the same lineup, same with Holy Cross. Honig inbounding it. Parker with a great steal, gets it back to Honig. Honig puts up the layup, and that one's good. What a great recovery by Charlie Honig, finishing the contested layup, getting Staples the lead at 33-31. Parker starts to drive and swings it to Fordham in the corner. Fordham puts up the three. That one's long. Rebound Staples. Zajac has it in half court, trying to play fast. Starts to drive and swings it to Rothenberg on the wing. Back to Klacko on the top. Klacko puts up the three. That one's good. Staples retakes the lead, 36-31. What a great possession there by Staples.
A huge run from Staples with that three from Klacko. Amazing defensive plays on both sides.
Fordham has it, gets it to Parker, picked up by Honig. Parker trying to back him down. A foul call there on Honig. But you know what? That's honestly a good foul. Needed a little stop there, needed a second. Staples trying to figure out what to do here.
I mean, Parker's big too. Parker shows his length. I mean, if Honig doesn't foul, he probably finesses in a little layup right there. And Gavin Staples with the steal.
Gives it to Klacko. Klacko to Sale. Sale puts up the layup, and that one's good. Staples with 7 quick points, making it 38-31. That is exactly the kind of run they needed to really get back into this one. Their first good run of the second half.
And Holy Cross with the timeout. Staples' unanswered 7-0 run to put them up 38-31. Amazing run from Staples as we near the end of this third quarter. It seems that once they have all three shooters in the game, their offense really just opens up a lot. They get a lot more opportunities, and it's just overall much harder to guard them when you have Zajac down there and you have to worry about 3 people on the outside still. It seems that Holy Cross a little too overwhelmed at some points.
If you're just tuning in here, it's 38-31 here in the third quarter with 1:33 on the clock, and this has been an absolute dogfight by both these teams, going back and forth throughout the whole entirety of the game. Guys like Cody Sale, 10 points in the first half. Haven't really seen much from him in the second, but now guys like Sam Klacko banging threes, doing exactly what they need to do to retake this lead. Parker's going to take it. Picked up by Zajac on the top of the perimeter. They've really been sticking with that zone where Zajac's on the top of the key. Fordham has it in the corner, guarded by Rothenberg. Pump fakes it in, gets it back, puts up a midi. That one's off, long. Cody Sale with the rebound.
And my X factor is just not hitting right now.
Sale starts to drive in, picked up by Zach on the right wing. Gets it to Klacko on the corner, who's looking to get it to Zajac down low. Gets it to him. Zajac trying to put up a shot. And that's going to be a foul called on Joe Dane down low. Zajac's going to get 2 more shots at the line. He's just too big in the paint.
I mean, it's really hard to stop him when you're down there. And, you know, even if he does get stopped, like I'm saying, when they have 3 shooters out there, Rothenberg was wide open on the left wing. It's not a Zajac wasn't able to make the pass because he's just too many bodies on him. But when you have all 3 in, this offense just looks that much better.
Zajac doesn't connect on his first one. Only about a 73% free throw shooter on the year.
2 for 3 today.
Trying to connect on his fourth one. Puts it up. That one's long. Goes 0 for 2 from the line, but Staples still up 38-31. 55 on the clock. Parker gets it to Mullins. Mullins swings it to the corner. Zach kicks it back out to Mullins. Back to Parker. Parker swings it to Dane in the other corner. Back to Parker. Everything goes through Parker on the top of the key. Fordham has it in the corner. Picked up by Rothenberg. Swings it down low. Dane puts up a layup, and that one's off yet again. Holy Cross unable to make their layups down low, but Zajak's going to get called for a travel after that rebound. Holy Cross is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, Zajak's trying to do some dance moves. Thought he was a ballerina out there. Just can't do that.
I feel like Zajac got some good dance moves.
Yeah, you know, he's probably sturdy.
Maybe a little bit.
And maybe a little too big.
Fordham has it in the corner. Back to Parker, who has it picked up by Klacko. Swings it down low to Fordham. Fordham puts up the shot, and that one rims out, but they get the rebound. Missed that one. Zajac with the rebound. 21 seconds. Stables has the ball. Up 7. 38-31. And they're going to foul Honig at full court. A little frustration foul there by Zach, as Stables is really making a run here in these last 2 minutes of the third.
And you know what? During halftime, I was wrong. I said my X factor for this second half for Holy Cross was going to be Fordham, and so far it seems like he's done nothing to help this Holy Cross team take a lead.
Honig has it. 15 seconds on the clock. Picked up full court. Trying to get by Zach. Zach guarding him there. Zajac up here. 9 seconds to go. Honig's going to be fouled, and he's going to get an opportunity. They're going to get an opportunity to inbound this ball here with only 8 seconds left in the third. Honig's going to inbound this one.
Let's see if this inbound play comes true, like we were talking about earlier in the game.
Zajac, I believe, just called his own play down here. Gets it to Rothenberg, swings it to Zajac. Zajac puts up the layup, and that one goes. Zajac with a big layup as Parker's going to try to get a shot off. Puts up from half court, and that one's off. Staples with a great last 3 minutes. Zajac getting the big bucket there to extend the lead to 9, 40-31. Great job there done by Stables, and I believe that was all Zajac. I think he called the play down there. It looked like he threw up a 3, got the ball down there low, and made the layup. That's exactly what you want to see from your best player at the end of the third quarter.
I mean, he knew down there when you only have one guy on him, you know, he knows that he's too good. He'll make the layup every single time when you only have one dude on him. Perfectly executed play from the Wreckers, and great way to end the third.
40-31 here at the end of the third quarter. Great run there by Stables. And I mean, what did we say? Zajac MVP of this team, becoming the X factor here in the third quarter. But everyone on this team has been stepping up on the defensive end. Just a great job from everyone all around, only allowing 31 points through 3 quarters. That's exactly what you want to see from Stables here in the quarterfinals of this one.
And Stables in the last 5 minutes or 4 minutes of the third quarter went on an unanswered 9-0 run, looking to continue it as we go into the fourth, running the same lineup we just had out there that got us on the 9-0 run.
I mean, the home student section seems to be going crazy over music. You know, I don't think there's much to be celebrating down 9 in the fourth.
Down 9 in the fourth. Game ain't over, though. You know, we can't get too confident yet. Game ain't over. We've seen worse stuff than this happen.
I mean, we've seen it from Stables all year. Fourth quarter leads have not been safe. Much better as of late. But you know what? This one is very much still alive for both teams. Mullins picked up by Klacko. Gives it to Fordham in the corner. Guarded by Zajac. Gets a screen. Gives it back to Parker on the top of the key. Hasn't really been able to shoot as he starts to drive in past Honig. And they're going to call a foul down low on Charlie Honig. Oh, he's going to get 2 shots on the line. They're going to call a shooting foul on Honig there. A lot of confusion seems to be on the court.
I mean, I thought they would have called it on Zajac coming in from behind, but it looked clean to me. I couldn't really see Charlie. Too many bodies blocking, but ref's going to do what ref's going to do.
Parker's going to get 2 shots on the line here as he makes the first one, bringing it back to 40-32. 7:43 on the clock. Stables going with the lineup of the senior captains: Chris Zajac, Cody Sale, Gavin Rothenberg, Charlie Honig, and freshman Sam Klacko. Parker misses the second one. Honig with the rebound. Honig getting trailed from behind, gives it to Sale. Sale back to Honig on the top of the key, picked up by Dan. Charlie looks to make a move to the right, gives it to Rothenberg. Picked up by Parker. Cody Sale back to Honig, back to Rothenberg. Rothenberg drives down low, puts up a shot, and it just misses. but they're going to call a foul on against Gavin Rothenberg. Staples is going to get 2 shots here on the line with one of their best shooters in the program.
You know, I like that play. We don't see that a lot from Staples. You know, mid-ranges, floaters, you don't see that a lot coming from this offense. But I like that little floater Gavin had. And Zajac was down there, obviously, to get the rebound, but Gavin is fouled anyways.
Rothenberg misses his first shot. Still an 8-point lead for Staples. 7:26 on the clock. Staples playing back on defense. Klacko not even in this side of the court, playing under the basket on the other side as Rothenberg connects on his second one, retaking the 9-point lead. Parker has it on top of the key, gives it back to Mullins. Staples doing such a good job defensively, not allowing any easy shots. Holy Cross really trying to figure out what to do here.
When Zajac is in the middle, like we were saying earlier, it's very hard to get a good pass across.
Kevin gives it back to Mullins. Mullins swings it to Parker in the corner. Parker starts to drive in, kicks it out to the corner, puts up the shot, and that one's off. Rebound, Chris Zajac. They're going to call an over-the-back foul, I believe, on Zajac, and Staples crowd is booing as Holy Cross is going to retain possession here.
Saying he pushed him in the back. I don't know. I mean, it looked somewhat clean to me, but I understand.
I don't like that. I don't like that call at all, actually.
I understand it, but I just don't really like it.
Mullins going to take it out. Looking to get it in. Gives it to Dane in the corner. Back to Parker in the wing. Swings it to Mullins for 3. Mullins puts it up, and that one's off yet again. He has been unable to connect from beyond the perimeter today, leaving Staples up 9.
And that's one big thing from Holy Cross. I mean, I don't know if they've hit a 3 today.
Honig starts to drive and puts up a layup, and he's going to get fouled, giving him 2 shots on the line. Big job there by Honig.
Wait, have Holy Cross hit a 3?
Definitely. I believe Mullins hit 1 early on.
I know he got fouled, but I mean, if they have, it's not a lot, and I think that's what's really changing this game for Holy Cross. They're getting open looks and just not converting.
Honig been solid from the line this year. Puts up his first shot. That one goes. Staples retaking a 10-point lead here with 6:40 on the clock. Still going to run it with that senior captain and Sam Klacko lineup, with half of their team back on defense.
Yep. I mean, for Staples, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've gone on an unanswered, or they've gone on a 1-point, 11-1 run. Keep the lineup out there and let them keep cooking.
Honig connects on the second one, making it 43-32 Staples. Honig guarding Mullins. Parker gives it down low, trying to put up a contested shot, and Zajac smacks it out of bounds, and Cody Sell is working. Staples is really alive here on the defensive end today, and what a fantastic block by Chris Zajac.
Oh, that was dirty. I wish they could see my face right now. That was dirty.
Holy Cross inbounding it here. Gives it to Fordham in the corner. Back to 14. 14 starts to drive in, puts up a shot, and that one goes. Great floater there by Kevin Matisse. Haven't said his name a lot today, but making a big basket there. Holy Cross back to the full court press. Cody Sell trying to get by, and that's going to be a foul call there on Kevin Matisse. Cody drawing it. He's honestly really, really good at drawing fouls. I think it's a big part of his game and the reason that he's so dangerous on the offensive end, as Cody's going to get to go to the line here with bonus already activated in the fourth.
I mean, we know that firsthand. Playing pickup with him throughout the summer, throughout the fall, we know how he can draw those fouls. And, I mean, in this game, it's working effectively. Getting to the line once again.
Cody Sell connecting on his first free throw. Extending Staples' lead back to 10. 6:11 on the clock. And Sale connects yet again. Staples doing what they do best, connecting free throws when it matters most. Up 11 here. Holy Cross has it here. Half court. Picked up by Honig. Fordham has it in the corner, guarded by Sale. Staples looking to trap him. Swings it back to Jordan Gumthrop. Haven't seen him since the second quarter. Parker gives it to 24, Arthur Pappas. Parker trying to get by Honig. Honig guarded by him down low. Puts up a shot, and that one's off. Yet again, a foul called on Chris Zajac from behind. Parker's going to get 2 shots here, and Zajac does not like that call one bit.
Seems a lot of fouls have been flying from these refs. Looks like no one on Staples is in foul trouble, as Gulsher hasn't made a sub in what seems to be 10 minutes worth of play.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
We've seen it from Stables in the second quarter, riding with that lineup that got them a big lead, and now the senior captain and Sam Clackle lineup is something that's worked all year, really making an impact here in the fourth. As Parker misses yet another free throw, but they get the rebound back. A bad opportunity for Stables. Parker guarded by Rothenberg in the top of the key. Swings it to Gunthrop. Gunthrop puts up the three, and that one's off yet again. Holy Cross has been unable to connect from beyond the perimeter. A foul called there on Holy Cross. Stables going to get the ball back.
You know what? I hate that shot. At this point in the game, if that's the shot you're taking, I mean, it seems pretty desperate. I think you can easily work for a better shot, better open look, instead of taking a deep, 5 steps behind the line three.
I totally disagree, yeah, actually. Stables is up 45-35. Chris Zajac on the line here with 2 shots now. Oh, I believe it's a 1-and-1, actually, because it's high school. But no, Holy Cross has been unable to get anything going on offense. 35 points in the fourth quarter of a high school game is really just atrocious. And they haven't really been able to get any open looks in the second half as they get the ball back. Zajac misses the free throw. Gets it to Gunthrop. Gunthrop pump fakes, gives it to Parker. Parker guarded by Honig, and they're going to call a foul call on Honig. I don't like that call at all. Not allowing any physical game at all after such a physical first half.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused with. In the first half, it seemed like they were letting him play a little bit, playing a little street ball. And now it's just like you touch the other person, and it seems like these refs are calling everything on both sides though. So I mean, you can't really complain, but it's just a little annoying as a fan. 5 minutes left. It seems like there's been at least 10 fouls called in the first 3.5 minutes of this game.
Timeout Stables. 45-35. 5:26 on the clock in what has been a tremendous game so far.
Up 10. You're Staples. 5:30. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm like we just said before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm running out there with the same lineup. I'm making sure there's no offensive mistakes. Can't make a turnover in this one with a guy like Parker who's so shifty and can really make you pay off a turnover. It's Staples' game to lose now at this point. 5 minutes on the clock. And we've seen them in this situation before, though. Earlier in the year, up 10 in the fourth quarter against Danbury, who they ended up losing to in the CIAC finals, and they blew that one. But you know what? We've really seen the development of this team in the fourth quarter. We've seen Coach Golcher really take a step up with his timeouts. He's been so good about making great lineups that fit with each other, great lineups that have great chemistry, and his timeouts have gotten much better as he's doing a great job today, leading the Stables to this 10-point lead.
And the same lineup is still going out there. I know, for me, I love this. We've seen in college and in the NBA, when someone is hot, you should leave them out there. And I love this. Leave the hot lineup out there and let them keep working.
Parker really having trouble from the line today. Doesn't seem to be a great free throw shooter. He's going to get this first one. And he's going to miss yet again. Zajac with the rebound. That's going to be a bad miss there for Holy Cross. Sale has it here. Picked up at half court. Holy Cross getting very physical. Honig making move to the right. Starts to drive in. Kicks it to Rothenberg. Swings it to Clacko. Back to Sale. Sale pump fake. Starts to drive in and puts up a contested layup. And that one's off. Zajac with the rebound. And he's going to get the foul call to go to the line yet again. What a great job from Staples. Fantastic ball movement. Looking for the open man. Not forcing any bad shots. Leading to Zajac getting the line once again.
Unselfish basketball. That is the best basketball. When you are unselfish, willing to make that extra pass, keep looking around, keep moving, that is the best brand of basketball.
And it's the definition of a good team versus a bad one. Those teams that are bad aren't going to look for that extra guy. And they're going to be focusing on themselves, saying, I have a kind of open shot here. I'm going to take it. But Staples has done a great job and never letting anyone's ego get in the way. He's always sharing the ball, making sure they find the best percentage shot on the court each time. As Zajac connects on the first one, but misses the second one, making it 46-35 with 5 to go. And Holy Cross is in desperation mode right now. With a lot of time on the clock, I gotta say though. But it feels like they're in desperation because of how unable they've been to score and get to the basket well.
5 minutes is still plenty of time, but I mean, if you're gonna want to make a comeback, you have to start right now.
Tip ball. Mullins gets it back though. Swings it to Fordham, who gives it back to the corner. Parker down low. It's tipped. And Honig comes up with it on the steal. Trying to play fast. Gets it to Rothenberg. Gets it to Zajac down low. Zajac puts it up. And that one's off. Should have made the basket, but he's still going to get 2 shots. Oh, that should have been an and one for Zajac.
And it seems like on that last play, Holy Cross saved the ball from going out of bounds. And I think it would have been their ball. It seemed like it was off Staples. Miscalculation there from Holy Cross. But Zajac back at the line. Let's see.
Zage hits the first one. Still running with that same lineup with the senior captains in Clacko, whereas Holy Cross is going with guys like Elijah Parker, Joe Dane, Peyton Mullins, Deron Fordham, and not Zach Bowles, Kevin Matisse. Parker starts to drive in, kicks it to the corner, swings it back to Parker for three. Parker puts it up, and that one falls. His first made three of the day. That's the type of shot Holy Cross needed to see with this much time left in the fourth. 9-point game. 4 minutes on the clock. Sale trying to get past him at half court. Starts to drive and gets it to Zajac down low. And it's going to be fought for on the ground. Staples' ball definitely out there on Holy Cross.
Staples playing fast, making sure they keep. I think right now Staples just needs to make sure they keep the ball. Turnovers right now would be their worst enemy. I think you need to make sure you keep the ball and take the shots you want.
I think this one's going to the middle of the court. I think by the play it's going to Clacko, yeah. Clacko gets it to Zajac down low. Zajac puts up a contested shot, and that one's off. His first miss of the day. And a questionable call there, out of bounds. Holy Cross going to get the ball back. I think he made the right call there, though. I believe that was out on Zajac.
I mean, Zajac does have long arms, but it seemed like number 14 was completely in front of him from at least my point of view. I did blink during the call, though, so, never know.
Parker has it picked up by Honig. 9-point game, 4 minutes, and the crowd is coming alive for Holy Cross. That last possession by Parker was something they really needed to see. Parker puts up another deep three, and that one falls. 6-point game, and he has come alive in the fourth. Honig has it. Very physical defense. Rothenberg swings it back to Sale. Staples playing very fast. Clacko in the corner. Sale back on the wing. This is exactly what they needed to do, though. Get it back under control, keep the tempo up, and make sure that they don't have any offensive mistakes. Clacko has it picked up on Parker, and that's going to be a timeout there by Coach Golcher. I love that call there.
Yep. Great timeout right there. And, after what was a first 3.5 quarters of struggling from the line, struggling from the three, struggling pretty much everywhere, Elijah Parker has come alive within these last 4 minutes, hitting 2 back-to-back three-pointers, showing us why he is an all-state player.
6-point game here, 47-41, 3:26 on the clock. It feels kind of reminiscent of the last game we called, Jet. I mean, the last time you and I got to sit here, we were watching Staples at Wilton in the regular season, and boy was that a classic. Staples losing 69-68 in overtime. Got to see the buzzer beater in regulation by Adam Udell.
Just back and forth between both teams, and maybe that's what these last 3.5 minutes will hold for us, a little bit of back and forth. And right now, if I'm Staples, I wouldn't be nervous right now. I mean, keep doing what you're doing. They came down, they made 2 threes. I don't think you have to change anything. You don't have to be nervous. Just keep doing what you're doing. They're not going to hit a 3 every single play. I wouldn't change anything up right now if I'm Staples. Just keep doing you.
Definitely going with what I'm doing. I mean, Staples has been so far the better team today. I think it's safe to say they've really played really well on the defensive end, and on offense they've gotten it done when it matters. Clacko has it now in the corner, getting trapped. It's going to be very physical. Gives it to Rothenberg down low. Rothenberg puts up the layup, and that one falls. 49-41, re-extending the lead to 8 for Staples. Holy Cross playing fast. Trying to make a move down low, swings it to Mullins for 3. Mullins puts it up, and that one's short yet again. He has not been able to make a shot from beyond the perimeter. As they get a steal, though, Parker puts up the layup. Bad mistake there. Clacko getting trapped down low, losing it, and getting right back into this one.
And Parker is really good at getting those steals off the inbound. When he has a player trapped, he's so good at just ripping the ball, getting the turnover. I think he has like 5 or 6 steals this game.
Even when he's not been making shots, he's been so impactful, getting down, getting into the lane, playing great defense. He's just been the MVP for that team today. But will the MVP be enough in this one? 6 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go, excuse me. 6-point game here in the fourth quarter. Clacko has it in the wing. Gives it back to Rothenberg on the top. Honig now. Guarded, picked up by Mullins. Honig looking to make a move. Gives it to Sale. No. Parker tips that one out of bounds. 2:37. And Holy Cross is really starting to pick it up here. The energy and momentum has come alive. Rothenberg inbounds it to Honig. Honig has it. Guarded by Mullins. Who gives it back to Clacko, to Zajac. Has Sale down low. Sale puts up a layup, and that one just misses for Sale. That one barely going in and out. 6-point game. Parker playing this one fast. Holy Cross has it. Parker on the top of the key. Gets it to Fordham. Fordham puts up the three, and that one's long. Yet again, another bad miss by Holy Cross, who's been unable to convert the three-point attempts, not getting the job done. Stables has the ball back.
Over and over and over again, we see Holy Cross putting up threes, and over again, I hear bricks coming off their rim. I mean, it honestly just seems like they're a little unlucky right now with how many attempts are taken and how many misses they have.
Honing has it. Gets it to Sale. Back to Honing on the top. Holy Cross doubling every man who has the ball. Tries to drive in, puts up a layup, and that one falls. Honing with a clutch basket at the end of the fourth quarter. 51-43, and Holy Cross is going to need to respond here with just under 2 minutes to go. Timeout there by Holy Cross, and Stables is clapping it up. Up 8, 1:47 on the clock. Great bucket by Honing, responding when they've needed to.
And it seems Holy Cross is playing a little too physical on defense. I mean, I understand it. You want the trap, you want the turnover. But when Staples isn't giving you that turnover, I mean, they've had like 4 or 5 wide open layups in a row right underneath the basket. It's going to be a tough game for Holy Cross to come back in.
1:47 on the clock, Jet. How we feeling about it? How we feeling about the lineup we're going to go back out there with? They're going to stick with it. Same senior captain and Sam Clackle lineup. Any changes you'd make?
I honestly, if I'm Gocha right now, I'm not taking a single person off my bench. They're staying seated, and I'm keeping the people who I've been trusting for the last 12 minutes of this game, pretty much. My math probably wrong, but for the last however many minutes, I'm keeping them out there, and I'm trusting them to close this game, get me a dub, and send me to the next round of these playoffs.
So, Jet, picture me this. You're the coach there. What are you saying to your guys as they come to the huddle?
If I'm Staples or Holy Cross?
Coach Goldshore.
Coach Goldshore. I'm saying, hey, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it's been working. You've been out here in the fourth quarter for 6 minutes. You were out there in the third quarter for an extra 4 minutes. That's 10 minutes, and you have been dominating the entire time.
Porter comes in, puts up a three. It's blocked by Zajac. Rothenberg gets it to Zajac. In transition, Zajac and Staples is come alive. 53-43. Zajac slamming it home here in the quarterfinals, extending the lead to 10.
On the head, big man.
Parker has it, gets it to Fordham. Fordham starts to drive in, and there's going to be a blocking foul down low by Rothenberg. I would have loved to see a charge call there, but you know what? I have been waiting for that all season. Zajac with the big slam from the big man. Love to see it from Stables.
This is the first one I've seen in person. I mean, we've been to 90% of these games, and we just happened to miss the one that didn't happen, but I'm so happy that we finally got to see him, yeah.
Fordham has 2 shots here on the line. Ooh, no, I believe it's 1 shot, actually, a 1-and-1. Excuse me. 1:25 on the clock. Stables up 53-43, only a minute and a half away from a semifinals appearance. Fordham going to take the first shot. That one's long. Misses it. Going to have one more here to go in the fourth.
Seems like they have a lid on their rim. You know, it's hitting it, and it's not going in.
They just haven't been able to connect from downtown or even from the line. Always been an issue shooting from beyond the arc. A little confusion there down low.
I think the refs are trying to figure out if it's a 1-and-1 or maybe 2. I'm not sure.
Man, I'm still not over that. In transition, I saw we both stood up right away, knew exactly what Stables was looking for. Zajac slamming it down home.
You could see it on his face, too. I think he wanted the oop from Sammy, but Sammy couldn't get that oop, but he still got that yam in.
And Chris Zajac, being one of our close friends, we know all year he's been waiting for that type of dunk, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time here, extending the lead back to 10 here in the quarterfinals. Parents are clapping it up here on the line.
And it seems with some confusion.
I told you, bro.
Yeah.
I told you guys that it was a 1-and-1. I corrected myself, and now the refs have actually corrected it, making it a 1-and-1. So Staples is gonna get the ball back here, up 10. Rothenberg inbounding it to Sale. Sale has it. A foul called already. Cody Sale gonna go to the line, and we're only a minute and 23 away from seeing Staples meet up with Ward in the semifinals.
Staples is talking on the floor. I mean, on that last play, I'm still a little confused. I mean, you don't even give Holy Cross a chance to get that rebound. But Cody Sale is going to come back to the line for 2 more shots. Yes, this time it is 2, not 1-on-1.
And you couldn't ask for a better guy on the line. Cody been so clutch from the free throw line all year as he connects on his first one, extending Staples' lead to 11. And you can feel the energy shift from Staples. Holy Cross's crowd is totally defeated. They're going to need a big bucket here on this next possession as Cody's second free throw rims out. Parker playing in the fast game. Starts to drive in, makes a great move, and finishes a layup. Great job there done by Parker, getting a fast bucket when they needed to.
I mean, he is very tough.
Honig has it. Another foul called on Parker. Honig going to get to go to the line this time for 2 free throws. And this is what the end of a basketball game is like, Jet. A big lead, the opportunity where Holy Cross needs to come back and knock some threes down. It's going to be a lot of fouls, a lot of going to the line. But you know what? That's what you love to see. When you're on the winning team, when you're winning these situations, it couldn't feel better to be living here at the line. Got to be more confident in your guys now.
Absolutely. And, you know, right now, Holy Cross, if they don't come down here and throw up a 3 or at least get a quick bucket, it seems the game would be officially over, and we can call it. But still a little alive right now.
Honig knocks down his first free throw. Looking to take his second one. 1:10 on the clock. And connects on his second one. I think going 4 for 4 from the line today so far. Holy Cross playing fast. 11 starts to drive and kicks it out to Fordham for 3. And that one's off yet again, unable to connect. Parker trying to make a move down low, and he finishes a tough layup on Chris Zajac, but will it be enough? 55 seconds. Rothenberg trying to inbound it. Sale has it now, down low. Gets it back to Rothenberg, and Rothenberg's going to get it turned, is now to go to the line. Excuse me. The senior captain's now sharing the ball, all wanting to pad their stats, and Rothenberg, who's just a tremendous shooter, is going to get that opportunity now.
You know, get those points up, pad that box score. I mean, I think stat padding is good for basketball. Me personally, you know, we've heard some arguments about it. I like the stat pad. I mean, I don't see any problem with it.
I mean, stats are an important part of the game. It keeps guys interested. Records can be broken. And you know what? That's what this team has done all year, breaking records, becoming the first Staples team to make the FCIAC final game. And you know what? It seems like we could only be one more game away from going to Mohegan.
Can't wait. One more game. A big game that we're going to play, hopefully at the Fairfield Prep Stadium. That would be electric if we could play Ward, rematch versus Ward in the big stadium, and then hopefully make it all the way to Mohegan for that final game.
I mean, I like our odds. We've seen what we can do in the past 6 games. No, we didn't come out on top against Danbury in the FCIAC final, but the 2 games before that, beating Ridgefield, beating Welland, and then dominating the state tournament so far. I mean, what more could you have asked for these guys? And they've done exactly what you could have hoped for.
And in Goldshore's first season as a coach, it seems like he's already created the most successful team in Staples history, I might say, or at least in modern history.
Let's hope you didn't just jinx us today. 49 on the clock, 10-point game. Parker taking up, Honig guarding him. Parker looks to make a move, gives it back to Mullins. Mullins has bricked all day, and he does it yet again. Rebound, Holy Cross. Back to Parker in the corner. Blocked there by Sam Clacko, who gets it back for Holy Cross. And they airball that one just a little bit long. Cody Sell has it. Gets it to Clacko in transition. Clacko pump fake. And one. Count it. And the freshman is fucking in the face of Holy Cross. That one's going to put a stamp of guarantee on this one for Staples, as Staples is going to move on into the semifinal with only 30 seconds left. The big punctuation at the end of the game. Chris Zajac with the big dunk. Sam Clacko with the and one. And now Staples is really alive as Coach Goldshore is throwing his hands up in the air, and the parents are going nuts.
I love the mean mug from Clacko after the and one. It seemed like he got a kick to like the side or the shoulder. Mean mugs on him after that lay. Staples is feeling it right now.
And right now, you couldn't be imagining the future of Staples' program any brighter. Sam Clacko, a freshman, so important in the offense of this team. And defensively, he really stepped it up today. I mean, for a guy as small as he is, you don't really expect to see him dominate the defensive end as he did. But he's been so great as he connects on the and one. 60-47, 30 seconds left. Zajac picking up Parker. Parker kicks it to Mullins, and Mullins puts up a 3. He's off yet again. How many times could I say that today? Sale has it as time is expiring, and Holy Cross is going to let this one run out. Never mind, they're not. They're going to put Sale on the line, give him an opportunity to pad his stats. And you know what? I love to see it. Like if they want to foul him, put him on the line. Let him pad his stats.
I mean, when Cody's there, it's at least 1 point. Very rarely ever goes over 2. Actually, I don't know if I've ever even seen it from Cody. But let him get his stats up.
being just 12 seconds away from the semifinals. Hopefully you didn't just put the commentator jinx on Cody.
I think I might have.
As he misses his first one. How often do we see that? Whenever the commentator says it, I feel like it always comes true.
I think I might have just jinxed. Let's see. Wolf 4 prove me wrong.
And Sale drains the second one there. 61-47, and this one is about all but over, folks.
An amazing, huge win for Staples.
Holy Cross subbing out their starters, letting some bench guys get in here for these last 12 seconds. And you can see the smiles from all the parents and all the players on the court. "12 seconds left. Holy Cross going in there. Puts up a deep three. That one's off. Rebound Sam Klacko, and that is going to end this one, folks. Staples getting the big win, 61-47 here on the road at Holy Cross, putting them in the semifinal for the first time in at least over a decade. Staples getting the job done today, moving on to the semifinal. This team has been so good all year, getting the job done when they needed to most. And you know what? All day was complete, utter dominance from these guys. 61-47, a 14-point win in the last minutes of the fourth quarter. Didn't really feel like Staples had a chance to blow it. Yeah, there was a minute there where they were only up by 6, but that was all. They came back, recovered. Zajac with the big slam. Cody Sale with the big points. Sam Klacko dominating today on the court as a freshman. And this team is just fantastic.
Exactly. They couldn't convert in the FCIAC chip, and now, at the beginning of the season, we always said it was always Mohegan, and now they're looking for their trip to Mohegan. It's ring season for them. It's bowl season. I'm ready. Let's go. Thank you so much for listening to WWPT 90.3 FM Westport. I'm Jed Adler, joined here with Jason Lessing, and thank you so much for tuning in.
It's Mole season.